Alright guys, welcome back, and today the curry risotto omurice is on the menu. So we are going to start by making our own spice mixture for the curry, which in my recipe is really simple. So we are going to start with black pepper, 2 red chilies, cinnamon, black peppercorn and fennel. You can really ignore the eggs there. We are going to then add some garam masala for amplifying the flavor. Now let's get started. We are going to start by dry roasting these these spices. We are going to dry roast these spices in a saute pan, preferably high heat. And you are going to need 2 pans for this recipe. One is going to be a pot. There's the pot in which I'm doing my stock. Simple stock with some shiitake mushrooms and chicken wing bones. You need to let that stock sit for 2.5 hours though. Now let's dry roast these spices with a quick and fast montage. And when you start really getting the fragrance of these peppers, you can just put them in a spice grinder and don't forget to turn off the heat. Just put them in a spice grinder and let it drip. This is a really simple curry powder. This will probably with only one batch of this things, which gives you one whole portion, and I guess 2 portions worth of leftover risotto. That's with the big air quotes in it. I'll explain later. Now the spice mix is ready, and we are now going back to our veggies. I'm going to use a mezzaluna. See, something from Food Wars. I'm going to use a mezzaluna to really mince up the veggies. The best part of cooking is peeling onions. The best part. Alright, wash up the onions and mezzaluna these onions. This actually helps to mince them really fine, which I love. Oops, the camera. Mince them real fine. The size is about the veggies up to you. I really like them firm, but I don't really like my veggies firm. So you can, if you like them al dente, you can just use them. We're also going to chop up a spring onion. That gives it a really good sort of strong garlicky flavor. Now on the same stock pot, after draining the stock, we put some clarified butter or ghee and add our meat, which is going to be sausage here. I'm going to just pour out of the casing because I don't know why I didn't do it earlier, but yeah, that directly on the pot with some casing, and I'm just going to stir so that it doesn't stick around. It would actually be a good thing, let it stick. I did a mistake here, I didn't let the fond build up. So just put out all the sausage you want. Again, quantity of meat, size of your vegetables, type of vegetables will affect the cook time, so keep that in mind. Also your heat. I'm going to put some more. I feel it's a little less, so more meat goes in. and just saute it. It doesn't really need to be cooked all the way through the time you put the onions, because we are going to cook it during the risotto process, which again I'll explain why it's not actually a risotto. Puts the onions and some ginger garlic paste, and this. Now, why I'm actually using a pot and not a saucepan for the risotto is because this thing is not a risotto. If this thing was a risotto, someone wouldn't have slept during making this, but he did. So after adding our spice mixture, we are going to just mix it through, and I'm going to pull out some rice. Yes, I'm going to use sushi rice in this because I have it. If you don't, you can use basmati, you can use jasmine. If you have arborio, that's the best one. So to put about a cup worth of, about half a cup worth of washed rice, washed and strained rice. And then I'm going to put half a cup of not washed rice. That gives you really sticky rice, which I like. Just mix them through, and I want the rice to get toasted because I want it to be some sort of risotto-y. Alright. So we're going to put our stock in all at once because it's not a risotto, it's a peel-off. What's a peel-off? For you, all my Indian viewers out there, which I believe I only have Indian viewers, a distant cousin of what we all know to be pulao. After adding a few bits of soy sauce and vinegar, we are going to mix it through and add some honey. Then we are going to add our rest 3 spices: red chili powder, turmeric and coriander powder. Mix it and let it sit. I let it sit for about 15 minutes tops. Then mix it through because nothing should stick and burn down there. No, that shouldn't happen. And again, this cook time depends on the type of meat, because chicken cooks fairly easily, lamb takes a lot of time, pork takes a lot of time, beef takes a lot of time. So, and the type of vegetables, I only use onion and spring onion. They cook really fast. What if you are using carrot? What if you are using bell peppers? Alright, so this. And now time for our omelette part. Separating egg yolks and egg whites. Original recipe calls for 3 eggs. I cannot eat that much. I'm going to use 2 eggs. And get our beater and beat it till stiff peaks. And now I almost forgot to prepare my pan. This omelette batter deflates really quickly, so you need to prepare a pan beforehand. I usually prepare it with a tablespoon of butter and just melt it and then turn off the heat. When the omelette is ready, I just put it in. So we're going to beat it till stiff peaks, or it leaves trails like that. So, and don't beat it too much. The proteins would separate at some point of time, although it takes less time than it takes in cream. So to put some alright, that's enough beating. that those are stiff peaks. Now with the egg yolks, just beat them up beforehand. Don't make them fluffy or hollandaise like, no. Add some salt and add some salt and beat it. And remember, the primary ingredient for salt in our peel off was the sausage and some soy sauce. So yeah, just beat it up and put this on your beaten egg whites and fold them. Fold them this gently. I'm not increasing its speed for this specific reason. I don't want to give the wrong reason out there and you need to speed really aggressively. No, you need to fold it in really gently so that you don't pop a lot of air bubbles. If you do that, the omelette wouldn't be a souffle omelette, which Soma made during the training camp from hell arc. So the butter is here, turn on the heat and you pour in the omelette mixture. I'm not adding black pepper in this because I don't want the color to be disrupted. And since the pan was cool earlier, it's not that hot and it didn't immediately cook from the bottom, which gives you time to actually shape your omelette. And I don't want a perfect circle on this. I just want it to be cooked and roughly a circle. So you just put a lid on this and let it be. Now we are going to move to our quote-unquote risotto, which looks really good. It needs to be that consistency because it would thicken up as it cools. So perfect. Back to the omelette. See it? No. And put it in. Now let's check back on the omelette, and that looks good. Almost too brown on the bottom. I like the crust. Now on just one side of the pan I'm going to put the peel off. Now again, if you are an omelette master, you would easily be able to fold it. I am not. I was not able to fold it on, and plus I overfilled the fillings. So this happened. It became too heavy to actually push on a plate and fold. So I had to do it manually, and ideally the gravity should have done its work if I didn't overfill it. But yeah, again I still tried, and the omelette started to break. So in the end, just gently fold the omelette onto the rice. Nobody has to see that crack. Just putting it on Instagram, put it on the other side. The photo should be taken from the other side, not this. And I want this to be pretty, so I am going to just shape it right. Take a kitchen towel and wipe off the plate. Now I'm going to take a cleaner kitchen towel because this one is dirty. Now for plating we are going to use our quote-unquote special sauce. It's not that special, it's just melted butter with some ketchup and soy sauce. Make it thin and drizzle it. Not the exact shape that I wanted, but acceptable. Now I'm going to chop some green chilies for the gravy because I couldn't find any mint or basil or parsley. So green chili, next best option. Till then just admire this picture. And finally here come the green chilies. You need to cut them like scallions or they'll be too thick. So now since it is a stuffed dish, we deserve a cross section. And all hail the first ever cross section on this channel. And wow, it started raining. Don't worry. Here's the first ever cross section on the channel, and this looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So if you liked it, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Chef Kage out.